play this video as well. This is a similar sort of experience. Superannuation is a term we use in Australia for 401k. So same sort of thing that you go along to the superannuation page. On the right-hand side, you see a nice big, they positioned it really nicely, a nice big icon showing the chatbot. Click on that, opens up. Same sort of experience, having a conversation, taking you through a process, offering links, answering questions accurately. When it doesn't know how to answer a question, it's sort of got it does a bit of a fuzzy match. It sort of can come back and disambiguate what the inquiry was. It's just got an Australian accent as well. One other really nice thing about our platform is that it's not a special little black box solution that we have to manage. One reason why we've been so successful, I think, is because the actual organization can manage their own CyberTwin. So we've created what I like to describe as the Microsoft Word of chatbot creation and maintenance. Okay, so they have a bit of training and learn how to use this Microsoft Word looking sort of tool that we've developed. And they can maintain all the content, optimize and do everything like that. So we spend a lot of time and money on this, a lot of research and development around this. And it allows them to be hands-on. So they get a sense of ownership, they engage with their CyberTwin, they feel like it's part of their organization, they can generate reports, optimize and do everything themselves, or we can do it as well, depends. But they get to get hands-on if they like to be. Okay, so I'll just stop that there. I think you guys get a pretty good idea as to what's going on. If I just return to... Yeah, so just having a look at some statistics around how CyberTwins perform compared to humans. So we actually knew that the humans were achieving around about a 10% conversion rate. So 10% of visitors to the site were converting into customers. They were purchasing something on the site, registering themselves for something. So they were achieving around a 10% conversion rate. When we had the CyberTwins on there, they at least doubled. It went to like 22 to 26%, which is significant. Anybody who knows anything about doing business on the internet, if you can just improve it by 0.5% or 1 or 2% is significant, let alone doubling the conversion rate. Customer satisfaction, well, there are two parts to this, to be fair. CyberTwins have an accuracy rate between 90 and 95%. So that means that if everything that's said to a CyberTwin on the banking website, 90 to 95% of the time it's understanding what is being said to it. And that's quite compelling. If you read articles like from the Microsoft agent technology, like they say, we try to achieve about 50% accuracy, something like that. CyberTwin's about 90 to 95% accurate. We do a lot of feedback form stuff. We pop up a feedback form at the end of the conversation and ask about the experience. And nearly 65% of people say that if I did not chat to the CyberTwin, I would have picked up the phone and contacted the call center. So now that they've had the experience, they've engaged with it, they've hopefully received the fulfillment of their inquiry. Nearly 65% of people on average are actually saying that they feel fine. They don't even feel like they want to pick up the phone from their organisation. Another 14% would have emailed. So like really altogether we're looking at about an 80% deflection rate of the people who chat to the CyberTwin. This is just coming from our own feedback that we've observed from our feedback forms. So just having a look at some other statistics. So you've got the CyberTwin, you've got humans on live chat, and you've got people on the phone. So it's hard to get statistics from the different channels that absolutely correlate to each other, because the telephone channel is a little bit different than the chat channel. But basically, a chatbot or a CyberTwin will always give the right answer as long as it understands it. It will always give the right answer. If you ask 10 humans the same question, 10 customer service agents that have been trained to respond in a certain way, about 7 of the 10 will give the right answer consistent. The other 3 will have noise, inconsistent answer, off-brand, not set with the right sort of personality, or whatever. CyberTwins also respond instantly. We've got less than 2 seconds that they usually respond in milliseconds. The humans often take 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes to respond. I don't know if anybody's used a lot of the chat stuff, like T-Mobile have it, Bank of America have it. Often you're waiting for a number of minutes for a response. Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're waiting half a minute or a little bit, but on average you're waiting a few minutes. Length of chats, this is really interesting. People chat more to a chatbot than they do to humans. And we think the reason this is because the CyberTwin has been designed to sort of be really friendly and nice and sort of offer the next step, like the funnel them down a process, where the human is more like, okay, they're going to be polite and they're going to give you the answer, but they want to get off and answer the next person because they've got a certain number of traffic, like a certain number of people they need to get through. But cybercriminals, they don't care about that. They're chatting to thousands of people at the same time, on brand, on personality, and achieving their business objectives. Oh yeah, there's no chats cut short unless the servers go down, which is happening very, very, very rarely. No staff attrition, they're always turn up for work, never absent for work, 124 hours a day, like 7 days a week. So it's pretty good. Alright, so this is just a screenshot, it's just showing sort of like some of the issues with live chat. So this is actually a real live chat with the Bank of America customer service agent. You can see down here, if I could ask what my balance is, this chat is for new and credit card applications. I don't. So this just shows a bit of a limitation, that even humans have a limitation answering like some questions because they haven't been trained, or they're not set up, or they can't do it. Okay, and there's also problems with consistent answers. Okay, so looking at it for the customer, they're getting fast service, accurate service, handling complex queries. So, and having the CyberTwin remember things about them. Okay, and it's a new alternative channel. Like, we don't sit here and say that everybody's got to chat to the CyberTwin, it's going to replace all the humans. It's a new alternative channel. For the organisation, always looking at improving customer satisfaction. It does improve customer satisfaction. Reducing the cost, the call centre deflection. Learning about customers is absolutely huge. So, an example I'll give, so I can explain to you what I mean by learning about customers. Imagine someone says the following to a chatbot. They say, I have $120,000 and I'd like to put it in the term deposit. Can you help me with this? Okay? They say this. So you might have your patterns or whatever to match to that and respond a certain way. But also, that's also someone expressing themselves. Okay, so you not only just want to give an answer, but you also maybe want to remember that about them. So you may want to record, or what we call profile, that person is a high-value customer as opposed to a medium-value customer or a low-value customer. So how does this help us? If you know they're a high-value customer, well, you may talk to them in a different way. You may even escalate this to a human because they're a high-value customer. You don't really want the chatbot to go on too much, maybe stuff that up later on down the path in the conversation. So you may talk to them differently if they're a high-value customer as opposed to being a low-value customer. The interesting thing is that what if you've got a, you have 1 million people chat to the site in a given month, you can get a report saying, well, okay, 22% were high value, 15% were medium value, the rest were low value customers. So there's a lot of intelligence you can gather out of this. So we've built in really nice reporting and profiling tools in there. Click of a button, you can get the report for the last day, the last week, the last month. You can do retrospective reporting, all sorts of stuff. And that's really valuable because the organizations love intelligence about their customers. But at the same time, it's increasing sales if they're collecting 24/7. So this is just a bit of a screenshot, like just showing sort of a snapshot of sort of reports and profiling, everything is tracked, everything's done pretty nicely. So yeah, a cost reduction, a customer satisfaction, learning about the CyberTwin, one CyberTwin, different channels. So just emphasizing, why do they succeed? Well, they're consistent, smart, always friendly, on brand, cost effective, focus on business objectives. So it's not just about saying we're going to build a CyberTwin for this site and just put all the content in there, just let it go. We have to massage and script and build it around business objectives. And we've got the tools to be able to do that. That's absolutely key. So, and easy to build and train. So when we say easy, we mean we've got this Microsoft Word sort of tool that we spent a lot of time and money getting right, that works really, really well. So you're not having to sit there in a text editor and write AIML and wonder why, for example, this isn't matching to this and why I made this change here, it's not compiling or this is not working. So it's all in this tool. This tool sort of manages everything, gives you the control and checks stuff for you and all sorts of stuff. So just tried to sort of go through that. That's basically it. I've got a couple other videos I can show as well, but maybe it's a couple of questions.